Okay, I have to be completely honest with you. I am feeling so burned out lately. I mean, just drowning in obligations with basically zero time left for me, which is why this month's book club pick felt like it was written directly for me. And I'm willing to bet you've felt that way too, right? That little knot of guilt in your stomach just for thinking about saying no. It's almost a universal feeling. And that guilt, that's the very reason this book is so essential. The author, Nedra Glover Tawwab, she points out something brilliant. People don't go to therapy saying, I have boundary issues. No, they show up feeling completely overwhelmed, resentful, and exhausted. And only then do they discover it all leads back to this one single problem. Exactly. And that's where this book, Set Boundaries, Find Peace, comes in. It's the perfect guide. I mean, one of the early reviews literally called it the Boundary Bible. And you know what? After reading it, I totally get why. It's such a clear, compassionate roadmap for how to start taking your life back. So let's dive into that a little bit because the book makes it crystal clear that the price we pay for constantly saying yes is just incredibly high. We're not just talking about being tired. It's a deep, soul-crushing exhaustion, and it shows up in some very specific ways. This list right here, this is where it started to feel personal for me. Let's be real. Feeling overwhelmed and resentful? Check. Seeing that one person's name pop up on your phone and just letting it ring? Oh yeah, double check. And that daydream about dropping it all and just disappearing for a while? Oof, yeah, that one felt a little too real. The story of Erica from the book was such a perfect example of this. Here's a woman trying to be a superhero, the perfect mom, the perfect employee, and it led to this massive burnout where she just stopped. I mean, the dishes piled up, laundry sat there for weeks. The author says she went on an unintentional strike against her own life because the pressure was just unbearable. And Erica's story just perfectly illustrates these root causes of burnout, doesn't it? It's that deep-seated need to be a people pleaser, that I can do it all superhero complex. We put these completely unrealistic expectations on ourselves, and often for people who don't even appreciate it. It's just a recipe for disaster. So the big question is, why is it so ridiculously hard to just say no? Well, the book really digs into the psychology of it, and it pretty much boils down to one thing: fear. Plain and simple. We cook up these worst-case scenarios in our heads about what's going to happen if we finally draw a line in the sand. And what's so powerful here is seeing our fears right next to the reality. I mean, look at this. We're terrified they'll get mad, but the author says clarity actually saves relationships. We think we're being mean, but really, we're just finally respecting ourselves. The whole point is that most of these fears, they're not real. They're just stories we've been telling ourselves for a very long time. Okay, but let's say you push past the fear. You still have to face the biggest monster in the room, right? Guilt. That feeling is what stops almost everyone in their tracks. It feels like this giant flashing stop sign. I have to tell you, reading this quote was so freeing. The author just puts it right out there. The goal isn't to get rid of the guilt. You can't. The real goal is to learn how to sit with that uncomfortable feeling and do the right thing for yourself anyway. And the book explains that this guilt is a learned response. It's literally programmed into us from childhood, when maybe we were told we were being mean for not wanting to share a toy or disrespectful for having our own opinion. Once you realize it's just old programming, it becomes so much easier to manage. It's not a moral failing on your part. It's just a habit, and habits can be unlearned. And this is the game plan. Step 1, acknowledge the guilt. Just let it be there. Don't obsess over it. Step 2, reframe it. You're not being mean. You are practicing essential self-care. And 3, the most important one, remember why you're doing this in the first place. Your peace of mind is worth more than their temporary inconvenience. Okay, can we just pause for a second on this slide? This reframes everything. We spend so much time worried about betraying other people by saying no, but the author just completely flips that and says every single time you say yes when you mean no, you're not betraying them, you're betraying yourself. And that is a powerful, powerful thought. So the theory is fantastic, right? But where this book really, really shines is in the practical advice. Let's actually talk about how to use this stuff in those tough, real-world situations we all find ourselves in. Yes, the classic. The guilt-tripping family member. We all have one. You know, that person who knows exactly which buttons to push to make you feel awful. The book explains that families have all these unspoken rules, and when you set a new boundary, it feels like you're breaking some kind of sacred law. I love this script the author provides because it's so simple and so powerful. It's direct, it's not up for debate, you're not attacking them, you're simply making a statement of fact about your own needs. It kind of takes all the wind out of their sails because you're making it clear this isn't about them, it's about you. And then there's the other big one, work. We have all had that boss who sends emails at 10 p.m. on a Saturday or just assumes you're on call 24/7. Workplace burnout is an epidemic for this exact reason. People feel like they have no power to set boundaries. And again, another perfect script. The author really emphasizes using I statements. It's not, you're being unreasonable, it's important to me to recharge. You're communicating your needs in a totally professional way, and you're even connecting your boundary to being a better, more productive employee. It's brilliant. Because when you get right down to it, that's what this is all about. This isn't about being selfish or pushing people away. It's about pulling yourself back. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and the peace of mind that you've been giving away for free for way too long. And this just brings that whole idea of self-betrayal full circle. If you take away absolutely nothing else from our little book club chat today, please let it be this. Every single boundary you set is an act of loyalty to yourself. So as we wrap up, this is the question the book leaves us with, and I want to leave it with you. This doesn't have to be some huge, dramatic life change. It can be small. What is one tiny no you could say this week that would give you back just a little piece of yourself? It's a really powerful place to start.